I'm going to show you how to use Blender's cloth simulation to make this cool 3D printed or 3D printable statue. First, you're going to open up Blender, and then you're going to delete the default cube. Then you're going to come up here to add, and you're going to add a mesh, and you're going to add a UV sphere, and you're going to add a plane. Then you're going to click the move tool here, and you're going to move the plane above the sphere. And then you're going to hit S on the keyboard and scale the plane up just a little bit above or a little bit bigger than the sphere. You're going to come over to the sidebar and hit this little planet or physics property and hit cloth on the plane. And you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom down here and turn on self collisions. Back over here, we're going to click on the sphere and we're going to turn on collision under the same physics tab. Then back over here, we're going to select the plane, hit tab, and then we're going to right click and do subdivide. Now the more you do this, the better it's going to look, but the more it's going to tax your computer. Once that's done, you hit tab again and then just hit space, and you now have a cloth simulation until it finishes out, and then you can pick where you want to make your 3D print. So I quite like right here, so I'm going to go over to this, click on the wrench, and then under this, it's the modifier tab. We're going to click on this and hit apply to the cloth modifier. That will freeze this in place. We can delete the sphere or keep it if you want. All right, now we're going to click back onto the plane, come over here, we're going to add a modifier, we're going to add subdivision surface, and then we're going to add a solidify. The more you turn up the subdivision surface, the better this is going to look. This one is set to 3 right now. As far as the solidify, this is not going to work until we scale this object up to be a printable size. In Blender, this 3 meters is actually millimeters, so we need to scale this up to be an appropriate size. To do that, right-click on the, make sure it's selected, right-click and set origin to geometry, and then hit S to scale and scale it up. That is 27 millimeters right now, so I'm going to aim for about 50. Once you have it scaled up, you're ready to export. We'll go to File, Export as an STL, and once it's exported, load it into your slicing software of choice. Now, I could have flattened out the bottom of this, but I ran out of time the last time I tried to do this. So in Prusa Slicer, at least, you can sink it into the floor to get the level that you want to start printing it at. And then give it a slice. Obviously, this will need supports, and I could have solidified it a little bit more to get more shell thickness or perimeter thickness. But yeah, there's a lot of settings you can mess with in Blender to get this style of effect.